welcome. Thank you for joining us again here on Doggone RV'N, exploring the American West. We've had a very busy 2.5 months of traveling all over, and we're a bit burned out. And I think we're finally here in La Posa North, LTVA, just outside of Quartzite, Arizona. And I was here 2 months ago, and this place was empty. And now, still in late December, it's still basically empty compared to what I remember it being about a year or two ago. And everybody says it's because of Trump. Of course, everything's because of Trump. You know, the sun didn't shine. It's Trump's fault. It's just pathetic. Anyway, I guess that's keeping the Canadians from coming down here because everybody's having a hissy fit. You know, it's like, change your diapers and grow up. That's all I can say. Anyway, we're down here, found a really nice spot, and we're just hanging out here for, I don't know, several weeks, a month. I have no idea. But I'm just calculating it in my head that every day or 2 days I'm saving probably $100 in gas. Because it seems like they got some gas fixing going on down here in Quartzite. I drove through town, looked at several of the different gas stations, and they all have the same $3.99.9. How pathetic. That's $4. Just say it. You know, $4 a gallon for diesel. So it don't matter where you fill up here in this town. It's the same for diesel. You know, 1 penny, big frickin' difference. You know, how stupid do they think people are? Anyway, yeah, we're just going to hang out here. I got a load of videos I got to catch up for you guys. That we always go places where you can't get shit out unless it's a smoke signal. And I don't have Starlink Mini, which I'm going to get when I go back home this spring and get that sucker put in there, so I don't have to worry about sending smoke signals or piling all of my videos up until I get someplace where I can get out to civilization and get, you know, uplink with my system, which is Verizon hotspot and WeBoost. But sometimes even those can't get a signal out when you're surrounded by 3, 4, 5, 6,000 foot mountains, you know. Anyway, it's just frustrating. So I hope you guys will take that into consideration and understand that I try to get my videos out in a timely manner, but sometimes where we go from place to place every couple days or a week, it ain't happening, you know. I'm sorry. But some of you that are nomads or semi-nomads or sit at home and watch us can understand. Because sometimes you don't even get internet at your home in town. It's just crazy. Okay, so let's see here. I've been watching the weather up in the Pacific Northwest, and I tell you, those people better start building arcs if it's not too late now. I followed the forecast, both European and American, about the weather changing and the El Nino, La Nina, back and forth like a ping pong ball. And they both said that this winter up in the Northwest was going to make last winter look like a walk in the park. And they have been true, you know. So I'm just sitting down here watching the news up there, thinking all those people up there that knew this was coming, if they paid attention, that had RVs that could take off, should have taken off, you know. But that's neither here nor there. So the girls and I are down here. They're having a great time. They're enjoying this. We're getting along real well in the RV. Everyone's getting good sleep. Sarah sleeps under the covers, keeps me warm, and Ember sleeps on top, so I'm like 2 hot water bottles. It's great. I hardly use any of my propane, and I don't need it for cooking because I have solar and I can just plug in a hot plate or stovetop and cook all my food real quick. I got a microwave. So I'm just sitting out here in the desert, happy as can be. I love the weather. I know what it's like up north. You know, the crappy weather comes in at the end of September, and it's just crappy as hell all the way into early July. Yeah, we might have some high spots. You know, it might be sunny for a week or a few days, and that's when everybody comes out of the woodwork like termites, and everything's crowded because everybody wants to grab as much hours as can be of the sunlight when it does show up. You know, people are calling in sick by the droves, and the parks now are all of a sudden getting busy in one day. It's if you've lived up there as long as I have, it's hilarious. It's very predictable. Okay, so yeah, we gotta empty out this RV and wipe down all the layers of dust that's collected in it over the past 2.5 months of travel in the desert. Rearrange things, make notes on how I'm going to improve things for next year's trip, and just enjoy being down here in this beautiful weather. Yeah, now I know it's going to have windstorms once in a while. Like we've gone through that before down here, and possible rains, but they've had a drought down here for the past 2.5 years, especially down in the southeastern corner of the state where we were. They've been having such bad droughts that the farmers can't grow enough natural food, you know, out in the sagebrush to feed their herds, so they're having to get hay and feed them that way. So it's been a costly drought down here, and we're getting just the opposite up north. If we could pump all that water down here, they'd be really happy. So I guess I'm just sitting here relaxing. Spirits down here in the shade, watching everybody that goes by out there, and Ember, being the girl she is inside sleeping either on the driver's seat or the bed in the back. But this is so nice. I can look way over there towards the base of the mountains and see Highway 10 going east and the traffic on it. But it is so quiet and calm compared to LTVA La Posa South. That's where everybody goes. You know, the long-term people that set up their circus tents and their videos and, you know, just party central. That's what La Posa South is. And the traffic is horrendous. And I'll go down there when I have to get water, dump my tanks. But that's every couple of weeks, you know, every 2-3 weeks, you know. So it's not that often. So anyway, I don't want to bore you guys further with this chat. You know, this is what I want you guys to give me some feedback on. Do you find these chats where I'm just telling you what's going on here, how things are, interesting? Because we just can't keep traveling everywhere. You know, I'll go broke. The gas is the most expensive part of what we do here as nomads or semi-nomads. So girls are doing great. Oh, that's one thing I was going to do. I think the best thing for me to do while we're still here for, I don't know, weeks, months, is to start producing those videos of all the things I've had done to this RV since I bought it. You know, I've got it figured out in, I think, 6 videos. Do it section by section. Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm not an electrician. I'm not a carpenter. I'm a visionary. I did a lot of research before I bought this rig, so I'd get exactly what I wanted and needed the first time, and I wouldn't have to get another one later on, or this one like people do in all the videos. They never seem satisfied with what they get because they don't think it through. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that instead of traveling all over the place. I think I'll do that, and I think you guys will find it interesting because I've been told many times that I have a great sense of imagination, that a lot of people just don't think outside the box. They claim they do, but they really don't. And I think you'll find some interesting things in what I've done or had done to this rig. Like I said, it went through several stages, I think 12 stages or phases. And in each phase, I had a major upgrade, a minor upgrade, and some just personal additions. And that took like 7 years because I'd do that, pay it off, plan the next one, do that, pay it off. You know, I have shallow pockets and I have to be smart with what I do. So I'll scrimp and save for the good things and enjoy those. Now scrimp and save some more to enjoy some other things. I just don't go willy-nilly and just spend money like it's water. Because, man, if you have to work for it, you're not going to waste it unless you're a moron. So anyway, I think that said, I'm going to stop here and wish all you guys a Merry Christmas, which is right around the corner, and Happy New Year. And I hope you guys will join us and continue following us after the new year, because this is my retirement. And I tell you, if you are smart, you have common sense. I know it's a rarity, but if you have common sense and you got a good education, not indoctrination, I think you guys will enjoy following our channel. I'm going to be starting my training of the pups here so they get better out here. Spirit is pretty good off leash. Ember has somehow maneuvered herself off leash and disappeared, and 5-10 minutes later she always comes back like, hey, I'm here, I didn't run away. And it's been interesting. I'm glad she's come back several times, because she's just got a hardcore instinct to go hunt or chase things, and then she'll chase them around and lose interest and come back. But that's the way it is. Okay, so to all our friends out there, those that have followed us for a long time, those that have just found us, we wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.